well. So this is probably more powerful than the fucking Funsquito. Ah, fuck. Oh, I don't have bombs anymore? The fuck is that shit? I don't have the bombs anymore. I have the fucking, I have the spotting camera instead. That's stupid. Well, it does a lot of damage. That's nice. How much damage does it do against aircraft, I wonder? Ooh. 14. Alright. Alright. Yep. This, yeah, this does quite a bit of damage against vehicles. I will, you know, I would much rather have, I think, maybe bombs instead of this fucking spotting camera. I don't know, actually. Did 41 damage. If I can land a couple shots on the guy. But like, this thing has such a low rate of fire, I don't know. It's kind of hard. Do I not have any more, I can't spot anything anymore? Did I not? Do I not have any more film? Oh, what the fuck is that shit? It doesn't even reload? That is bullshit. That's like half the reason why this thing is even useful. Now I really wish I had bombs instead of this fucking thing. The Funju is disappointing me. You should get resupplied with the spotting camera, like everything else. That's half the reason why the Funju is even, like, useful. There's so much drop on the cannon, it's hard to kill tanks on, like, a single strafe run. Maybe it's just this map, because I do hate this map with a burning passion, because, it's just, you can't see shit. Oh shit. That almost one-shotted him. There we go. There we go. I mean, I will say though, this thing looks fucking terrifying. I just one-shotted the plane. This thing does a shit ton of damage, but you gotta actually hit people first. You can't really hit people if you can't fucking see them. This map might not be a good example of how useful this thing is. I think the Funsquito, though, overall, is still a much better plane. Mostly because you can, you have a fucking 4,000-pound bomb on top of everything, you know? What? How am I missing so much? There we go. Yeah, the Funju, I'll be honest, I've gotten more kills with the Funsquito. You know, like the Funju, all it has is the main cannon. Doesn't even have any bombs, which is bullshit because the Funsquito has the goddamn 4,000-pound bomb. You know, like that's really fucking useful. But Funju has no bombs. It's got a spotting camera, which is great, except it doesn't really help when I have to be very accurate with the main goddamn cannon. It's only really meant against I guess it's really only meant to be used against fucking tanks, which understandable. Alright, let's try respecking. Let's do radar package, armored fuselage, this. That's anti-personnel mines. I don't want that. Let's try this loadout. I feel like it's almost sacrilegious to be using this without the huge main cannon, you know? It's like, why use this plane if not for the main cannon? Thank you, armored fuselage. So this setup is really more for anti-aircraft, which is weird because it's a bomber. I mean, if I'm using this as an anti-aircraft instead of an actual bomber that takes out tanks, like, what's the point? There's no point in having this thing, you know? Like I said, you use this for the giant cannon, but you can't, like, it's just not that useful, you know? Maybe I'm not good with it. Maybe it's this map. I'd have to try it out on another map. It's just, I don't know. I really don't. I feel like the Funskeeto is just overall better than this thing. Like, yeah, I can take out anti-aircraft. I can take out aircraft now with no problem. Like, this thing just destroys aircraft with this setup. It just fucking shreds them, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I do like having the ability to do that with my planes, you know. But if I'm gonna be honest, you know, I get in bomber. I expect to be able to take out vehicles, like ground vehicles, not really aircraft. Like, that's what fighter planes are for. That's what the heavy attack planes are for. This plane should not be the thing that takes out aircraft. I think overall, I give the Funju a 4 out of 10. It is disappointing. It has a big cannon. It's great. It's got a spotting camera. Combined, can provide to be a very useful thing. Except, spotting camera, you only get like 4 shots, and you can't resupply that. Kind of bullshit. Feel like that should be you should resupply that. And then on top of that, you don't have any fucking bombs. So yeah, you can take out you can take out tanks with like 2 shots, but you have to see them first, which at least on this map, you know, I don't like this map, so that could have a lot to do with it. But you have to actually see the fucking tanks first and then actually hit them, which it's kind of difficult when the shots have a lot of drop. You have to compensate for that. And then on top of all that, you only get like 3 seconds to actually do anything. Oh fuck. There we go. I'm gonna be in a fight. You only got like about 2 or 3 seconds to actually land your shots because you're going to be flying past them really fast, or at the ground because you're trying to fucking dive at them. You know? At least with the Mosquito, yeah, it's got a higher rate of fire, which is good. It's got its cannon has a higher bullet velocity, I feel like, which, you know, means you don't have to lead as much when you're shooting down other aircraft, which is why everybody uses it. And you don't have to lead as much when you're, you know, when you're shooting at things on the ground. So those are very good. I don't know, like the Funju is just not as good. Overall, it just really isn't. It's got a lot of things going against it, and the Mosquito, it's got the main cannon, and it's got a 4,000-pound bomb. You know, like, that's amazing. And you got the fucking bomber, the Funju. It's you know, pretty much based on a bomber. It's got a main cannon, and that's it. You can't shoot. You don't have any bombs. And it's a bit difficult to actually shoot with, you know? Yeah, you can. Yeah, can you shoot infantry? Yeah, you can. You do some damage against infantry. It's not that bad. But overall, I just feel like... it's just not... It just didn't live up to my expectations. I expected something like the mosquito... The fun mosquito. But no. It is not. That is my official review of the Funju. It's a bit disappointing, and it doesn't really level out the playing field. Like the fun mosquito, the fun mosquito is just, it's almost too good, you know. And it's like, how do you compete with that? Because like, yeah, on the German side you got the fun Stuka, which is great, but it's got no bombs, so you're limited to really, you know, it lays down anti-aircraft, I mean anti-tank mines, so you're pretty limited with what you can do with that, you know. I don't know. I think they could have did a little bit better with the Funju.